Ever had a thought of carrying blocks? Not like in an inventory, but literally carrying blocks in your hands. You can carry blocks, mobs, and other modded blocks. In today's showcase, I will review the Carry On mod. From my previous showcases, I have done a review on this mod, and I never fully understood the context of how the mod works, but I just know that you can pick up blocks and move items just by picking them up and actually carrying them instead of just placing them in your inventory. And then when I checked this mod again, I later realized this mod is mostly a configuration mod. Like, it's mostly code based instead of just a mod by itself. So you gotta do some programming just to use the features that this mod has to offer. Anyway, let's resume with the installation. For this section, it's not required to install roughly enough items. You're going to be using keybinds and configurations, but I suggest downloading roughly enough items if you're using other mods that require crafting recipes. The Carry On mod does not have any dependencies. You can install it for Forge or Fabric. If you're having issues with key binding or keybinds, I recommend installing Controlling and Searchables. These mods are useful if you want to know what keybinds are conflicting. One last thing before we continue. If you ever see this mod in a mod pack, it means the mod has already been configured by the mod creator. As I say it, mod packs are standardized and diversified. The downloads will be provided in the description. Okay, you want to know how to pick up blocks with Carry On mod. First, you need to go to Options, then Controls, then Keybinds. Scroll down until you see the Carry On heading or tab, or you can use the search bar to easily get there. Now, you have to set a preferred keybind. For this showcase, I am using right shift. If you're a left-hand user, then use left shift. Now, you are ready to pick up blocks. But there is one problem. You can only pick up the whitelisted blocks, which means you cannot pick up dirt instantly. For that reason is because it is disabled in the configuration by default. You can carry chests, trap chests, ender chests, droppers, boats, furnaces, and other blocks that are already set by default. Same goes for the mobs as well. You can pick up cows, sheep, goats, pigs, chickens, or any small mobs. To pick up hostile mobs, you need to change the configuration in order to do custom pickups. One cool feature I forgot to add is you can stack mobs on top of other mobs, just to do some trolling. You can also store items in chests while carrying them. It's really beneficial if you don't want to break your chests and let all your loot spilled out. So why not just carry the chests to another location without dropping any of your precious loot? A lot of people use this mod for roleplays, set up traps, SMPs, survival, you name it. And this is why, in my opinion, Carry On is very overpowered. For this part, you're going to be a coder. What you need to do is go to your Minecraft folder, then go to config. Once you reach there, then wait for the next step. There are two JSON files that you can configure: carryon-client, carryon-common. Carryon-client gives you information about model overrides and rendering arms. This is only for those that are creating mod packs with complex coding. The other file is carryon-common. This file is the main source of all configuration for the Carry On mod. You can blacklist mods or whitelist them, even allow players to pick up players. Luckily, this file gives you an understanding of what and how these attributes work. Double slashes means it's just text, while typing in this format means code. It's not very complicated unless you make it complicated. I recommend installing some code writer software to make changes to the JSON files. For example, we cannot pick up an armor stand. In the code, all I just gotta do is delete that, then boom, you can carry armor stands. There's a lot of things you can do and learn from this. You can also use their wiki if you want to know what code is needed to allow or disable things. Sadly, their Discord server is dead, and many people were asking similar questions related to coding/scripting. But you can always take the time to learn. I have not went in depth with the coding since I'm only reviewing the mod, not the coding, numbers, algorithms, and such. This will conclude for the showcase for the Carry On mod. I have never knew that this mod showcase was going to be a little more complex than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be like a simple explanation tutorial about picking up blocks and whatnot. But it turns out the mod itself is mostly a configurable mod. Like, it's just a mod that doesn't just, you just put it in a mod pack and just say it's a mod. You gotta do some configurations just for it to adapt. Like, this mod actually adapts to many things. You can make this mod become useful if you wanted to pick up blocks from other mods. You just gotta learn how to type in the coding and such. Since I'm not pretty much a coder myself for this, mostly just a reviewer. I'm still going to put their Discord in the description if you guys ever get in touch with them, because the Discord server was pretty much dead when I went there. I mean, I was supposed to get an answer, but they just didn't respond, and a lot of people just left because it was just dead. But I was still included there just in case if they do become alive again, and you can probably ask some questions, but you guys can use my video as a reference if you guys want to further understand about the scripting and such. If you find this video helpful, hit the like button. Want to watch more mod showcases, click the subscribe button. Until next time, goodbye.